Discipline is the single most important factor in determining success in life, bar none, writes Ryan Holiday. It's a potent statement, but one grounded in a harsh reality. Without discipline, even the grandest visions remain mere fantasies. In his book, Discipline is Destiny, The Power of Self-Control, Holiday masterfully unveils the transformative power of self-mastery and its profound impact on every facet of our lives. Through captivating historical anecdotes and insightful analysis, Holiday compels us to confront a fundamental truth. Discipline, far from being a restrictive force, is the key that unlocks our true potential, propelling us towards a life of meaning, purpose, and lasting fulfillment.
Building discipline is much like constructing a grand edifice. It begins with a single, precisely placed brick. We don't wake up one morning imbued with an iron will. Rather, it's the accumulation of seemingly insignificant actions, repeated consistently over time, that gradually forges an unyielding spirit. Consider the act of making your bed each morning, a seemingly trivial task. Yet, this small victory over inertia sets the tone for the day, reinforcing the subconscious message that order triumphs over chaos. This commitment to small, consistent actions extends to all aspects of life. Regular exercise, for instance, isn't merely about physical well-being. It's a testament to your commitment to self-improvement. Each drop of sweat, each carefully prepared meal, each page read. These are the building blocks of discipline, slowly but surely shaping you into the individual you aspire to be. The beauty of this approach lies in its simplicity. You needn't be a Stoic sage or a disciplined Spartan to begin. Start small. Choose one area of your life where you wish to improve and commit to a daily practice, no matter how insignificant it may seem. Remember, the key is consistency.
Imagine for a moment a towering oak standing unflinching amidst a raging storm. Its branches may sway, its leaves may tremble, yet its trunk remains firm, deeply rooted in the earth. This, my friends, is the essence of a Stoic mindset, a fortress of resilience built upon the bedrock of self-control. The Stoics, those ancient philosophers of grit and wisdom, understood a fundamental truth often overlooked in our modern pursuit of happiness. We cannot control the events that life throws our way, but we can control our reactions to them. Life, as we all know, is a turbulent sea, prone to sudden squalls and unexpected tempests. One moment we bask in the warmth of success, the next we're tossed about by the waves of adversity. It's in these moments of chaos that the Stoic mindset reveals its true power. By accepting what we cannot control and focusing our energy on what we can, our thoughts, our emotions, our responses, we seize the helm of our own ship, navigating life's storms with a newfound sense of clarity and purpose. Imagine, for instance, being caught in traffic on your way to an important meeting. Frustration surges, your mind races with anxious thoughts about the consequences of being late. This is a pivotal moment, a test of your Stoic mettle. You can succumb to the rising tide of anger, honking your horn and cursing the traffic gods, or you can choose a different path.
Imagine a blacksmith standing before a forge, the air thick with the scent of hot metal and sweat. In his hands he holds a piece of iron, glowing red from the intense heat. With each swing of his hammer he pounds the metal, shaping it, molding it to his will. This, my friends, is the essence of resilience, the ability to withstand the heat of adversity and emerge stronger, more refined on the other side. Discipline, in this sense, acts as the blacksmith's hammer, shaping us through the crucible of challenge and adversity. It's through the consistent application of effort, the unwavering commitment to our goals, that we develop the resilience needed to overcome life's inevitable obstacles. Think of a time when you faced a significant challenge, a setback that tested your resolve. Perhaps it was a professional failure, a personal loss, or a physical injury that threatened to derail your plans. In those moments, it would have been easier to succumb to despair, to allow the weight of the world to crush your spirit, but you didn't. You dug deep, summoning the reserves of strength you may not have even known you possessed. Resilience is not about avoiding hardship, it's about learning to navigate it with grace and determination. It's about developing the mental and emotional fortitude to bounce back from adversity, stronger and wiser than before.
Imagine yourself standing at a crossroads, two paths diverging before you. One path is paved with the allure of instant gratification, fleeting pleasures, shallow pursuits, the siren song of immediate reward. The other path, often steeper and more demanding, winds its way towards lasting fulfillment, meaningful relationships, purposeful work, the quiet satisfaction of a life well lived. In our hyper-connected, always-on world, rife with distractions and instant gratification, it's all too easy to find ourselves swept away by the current, pulled towards the path of least resistance. We succumb to the allure of social media scrolling, binge-watching our evenings away, prioritizing fleeting pleasure over long-term purpose. This is the siren song of the modern age, and its melody, while seductive, can lead us astray from the very things that bring true and lasting fulfillment. Discipline, in this context, acts as our compass, guiding us towards the path less traveled, the one that leads to a life of meaning and purpose. It's about making conscious choices, day in and day out, that align with our values, even when those choices require sacrifice and delayed gratification. Think of your long-term goals, the aspirations that set your soul on fire, building a loving family, mastering a craft, contributing something meaningful to the world. These goals, by their very nature, require sustained effort over time. They demand that we resist the allure of instant gratification, choosing instead to invest our time and energy in the pursuit of something larger than ourselves.
Imagine your life as a garden, a fertile ground where the seeds of your potential lie dormant, waiting to be nurtured. Discipline, in this analogy, is the gardener's toolkit, the trowel, the watering can, the steady hand that tends to the soil, providing the optimal conditions for growth and flourishing. Just as a gardener meticulously tends to their plants, so too must we cultivate the garden of our lives, implementing daily practices that foster discipline, resilience, and ultimately, lasting fulfillment. These practices are not meant to be burdensome restrictions, but rather empowering rituals that, over time, transform us from the inside out. Begin with the seemingly mundane yet profoundly impactful act of planning. Just as a builder relies on blueprints to construct a house, so too must we approach our lives with intentionality, mapping out our days, weeks, and months with a clear vision in mind. This doesn't mean adhering to a rigid schedule, but rather having a roadmap that guides our actions, ensuring that our time and energy are invested in alignment with our values and goals. Next, prioritize self-care, not as an indulgence, but as a non-negotiable element of a disciplined life. Just as a warrior sharpens their sword before battle, so too must we prioritize our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. This includes prioritizing sleep, engaging in regular exercise, nourishing our bodies with wholesome foods, and cultivating mindfulness practices that quiet the incessant chatter of the mind. Furthermore, embrace the transformative power of continuous learning.
Throughout this exploration of Ryan Holiday's Discipline is Destiny, we've unearthed the empowering truth that discipline is not a restrictive force, but the very key to unlocking our true potential. From the small, consistent actions that build momentum to the Stoic mindset that grants us resilience, each principle we've discussed serves as a stepping stone on the path towards self-mastery. Start small. Choose one area of your life where you wish to improve and implement one of the practices we've discussed. Perhaps it's dedicating 15 minutes each morning to planning your day or replacing mindless scrolling with a half hour of reading. Remember, it's not about making drastic changes overnight, but about cultivating small, sustainable habits that over time will transform your life. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Embrace discipline not as a burden, but as a pathway to freedom, a tool to sculpt your life into a masterpiece of your own design. The journey starts now.